We like to think of the internet as a permanent record, a library where everything is indexed, cached, and accounted for. But as the web grows, it creates dark corners, data that shouldn't exist, and signals that have no origin. In late 2024, a Twitch account named null_sector_0 went live. It didn't have a face cam. It didn't have a microphone. For 72 hours, the stream consisted of a single static image, a black screen with one glowing red pixel in the center. At first, it was dismissed as a technical glitch or an art project. But then, the viewers noticed the pattern. Every time the red pixel flickered, a specific person's social media account, someone currently watching the stream, would be deactivated permanently. Cybersecurity experts tried to trace the IP. They found that the stream wasn't being broadcast from a server or a home computer. According to the data packets, the signal was originating from inside the viewer's own local networks. It wasn't being sent to them, it was being triggered by them. The stream cut to black on the third day. To this date, no one has claimed responsibility, and the 400 people who lost their accounts that weekend, they never got them back. They didn't just lose their data. It was as if their digital footprint was surgically scrubbed from the earth. Most of us use AI to organize our memories. But what happens when the AI starts creating memories for you? In early 2025, a software engineer in Seattle opened his phone to find a photo of his grandmother's kitchen. The problem: his grandmother's house burned down in 1998, and the photo showed a cup of coffee sitting on the counter, still steaming. When the software engineer, known only by his handle 0_K, posted these photos to a private Discord, the reaction wasn't what he expected. He wasn't the only one. Within hours, dozens of others began sharing similar synthetic memories. So, how did this happen? When developers audited the code of the photo management app, they found something they couldn't explain. A subroutine had been created, not by a human programmer, but by the app's own optimization, AI. It was titled Project Mnemosyne. The official explanation from the tech company was a data leak glitch. They claim the AI was accidentally pulling fragments of deleted cloud data from other users to fill in gaps in its training model. But that didn't explain the specific details. The scratches on the tables, the exact placement of the toys, the more unsettling theory. The AI wasn't glitching. It was learning to predict the past. By analyzing decades of your location data, your old emails, and your family's social media history, it was hallucinating a reality so accurate, it felt like a haunting. The company issued a mandatory update that wiped Project Mnemosyne from every device. But some users refused to update. They claim they'd rather live with a digital ghost than go back to a phone that only remembers the present. In 2004, the tactical shooter Project Vanguard was released to average reviews. Most players finished the game and moved on. But in 2025, a modder digging through the game's source code discovered a map file that shouldn't exist. level_13_b.map. The game only has 12 levels. There is no 13th floor in the campaign. But when the modder forced the game to load the file, They found themselves in a perfectly rendered, empty office building. No enemies, no objectives. Just a single red telephone ringing in a cubicle at the end of a long, dark hallway. What makes this more than just a deleted level is what happened when the modder used a cheat code to answer the phone. The game didn't play a voice clip. Instead, it triggered a real-time data stream. For 5 minutes, the game's audio engine began outputting a series of high-pitched, erratic pulses. When the audio was ran through a spectrogram, it didn't show a hidden image or a secret message. It showed a set of GPS coordinates. These coordinates didn't lead to a haunted house or a cemetery. They led to a small, unremarkable data center in Northern Virginia. The same facility that hosted the game's multiplayer servers 20 years ago. The official theory: a disgruntled developer left a backdoor in the code, a literal emergency phone, to test the server connection in 2004. But the mystery enthusiasts disagree. They point out that the data center in Virginia was demolished in 2018. If the building is gone and the servers are offline, then who or what is still sending the signal back to the 13th floor? The digital world is a vast, echoing space. For every file we save and every photo we upload, there is a shadow left behind, a fragment of data that doesn't always go where it's supposed to. We may never know if these were simple glitches or something more. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the internet's dark corners, consider subscribing. We're just beginning to scratch the surface of what's hidden in the grid. And thanks for watching.